Greetings and salutations, and welcome to Kay's Table, Episode 4, On to the Swamps. If you enjoy watching our show, please feel free to like and subscribe. If you're watching this, which, thanks. If not, cool. Invite your friends. Unfortunately, I hate to admit to everyone, we did a small session for leveling up from level 2 to 3 outside of stream. And during that time, I believe Sky was going to tell us what happened.
I have to. I am very foggy about that day. I can't remember most of it.
Alright, so basically, the second day in the Elven City, you guys, the two of you spent 6 hours at the library studying old spell books and storybooks and requesting copies of a few. And then Sky continued to study for another 6 hours straight before crashing out.
Caffeine!
And Josiah went on a date with the halfling, picked up the clothes for Zasmine, who woke up with them on the foot of her bed. Zasmine spent the day basically working out and studying with the guards for swordplay and stuff like that. And I believe that was just about it.
And then I bought a lot of fresh.
And then the morning of the third day, you guys were told that you had to leave before mid-afternoon.
Yeah.
And so you spent the morning going to the stores and running a few coffers dry, picking up a few items, supplies. And after meeting with the queen, you guys somehow talked her into acquiring a couple of mounts from the royal stables. One was a ground raven, which was given to the Skeksies because a regular warbird was a little bit too weak. They're used to elves, which are slightly smaller. And through some interesting bartering, I want to say, she coerced one of the goblins from Foxfield to part with his squirrel so that our satyr could have it as a mount. Because for some reason he wanted the squirrel instead of the ponies or the birds or any of the other mounts that were made available.
I'm very happy with Scurry Feet.
And we left off meeting at a large sewer entrance, which basically is a runoff river leading into an underground passage through the mountains. And a guide, Korok, the monk, who is sitting there with your mounts when you arrive, and he is on top of a salamander.
Aww.
A 3-foot tall frog person with a spear across his back that looks like a cheap knockoff replica of the one that the satyr carries.
No. Now you have someone your size with us.
Makes me happy.
I mean, we could have kidnapped the barmaid that he had fun with, and we just brought her and
The tailor.
yeah.
Could have been handy, but in retrospect, not really worth it.
It wouldn't have been handy.
Yeah.
Could have been.
So, Garok greets you. Garok, hi. I am Garok. I shall guide you. We shall go through the river, through to the swamp, and I shall bring you to my town. I am Garok of the Orok. Happy to serve.
Thanks.
I walk over and shake his hand.
It's wet and kind of slimy.
As
It's not slime, it's mucus.
I say, pleasure to meet you, Garuk. I'm Josiah.
It's a Princess
Nice to meet someone my own
I
height.
know.
Greetings, Uriah. I am Grok. I sense Oro upon you.
Oh, you mean these? I show him my amulet. And then I pull out my spear from behind my ear.
He pulls aside and shows you a brand on his skin of the mark of the Oro.
Shit.
Honor.
Much obliged.
We go through river, mountain, down into swamp.
Hey, yes, cave systems
trip.
again.
Alright then.
So we'll be underground for what, another week? 2 weeks.
Are we coming out? I thought we were at the mouth of the sewer line. Are we still underground?
No,
We're at the mouth of the sewer line.
Okay, so we're underground still. Alright.
Well, you haven't even gone underground yet.
Oh, fair enough.
So you have a map there. So if you take a look, you can see the Elven City where you're at, and how there's kind of a crack that goes down from the Elven City to mark the underground river passageway down to the river of the swamp.
I think it's right here.
To give you a rough indication of where you're going. And FYI, the location that you were told for that ram,
Yep.
okay, was up over in here.
Okay, so just...
We can do it later when we're not running.
You're
with our
going this
tails
way?
between our legs.
It was up over in here.
I have it.
Okay.
It's hidden under my cloak and clothes.
You're the only one in the group with a tail besides the mouse.
He has a tail.
I thought
So
I don't have I have a little tiny tail.
Little tiny tail, but it's a still tail.
they could bunny wrap it.
Yeah, it's literally
Or
like
goat.
this big.
I more have
It's a
like
little goat
a
one.
lizard
This big.
tail. Because Skeksies actually do have tails.
Yeah, like flight feather tail.
lizard bird creature.
Lizard bird creature.
Basically, imagine a velociraptor.
But with more of a bird beak's head.
And feathers.
Velociraptors have feathers.
Okay.
Depending on which way they're depicted.
It's actually been scientifically proven.
I know they've been proven that they have feathers as well as a lot of other dinosaurs,
Yeah.
as well as the fact that some of them also had other types of protuberances on their skin that are
Plumage.
otherwise unmarked.
Yep.
Which they're not sure if were plating, scales, or some are even theorizing were types of parasitic growth.
Cool.
But we are actually here for a D&D game, not a
Not a science lesson.
cryptozoology, which is what most of it's considered because, well, we haven't decided a time machine yet. At least not that they're letting us know about.
Oh, there's like 6 in Area 51, just no one talks about it.
I'm more worried about the one down Gulf of Mexico. The Bermuda Triangle, man. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the Bermuda Triangle is just a giant time machine or some shit.
Whoever goes there, they don't really see them anymore.
So whatever it is, it's definitely
Unless
not
you
pleasant.
fight.
Well, yeah.
Anyway.
Anywho, yeah. Well, someone who wanted to go and visit this world's version of that anyway at some point, so we'll see what happens. I'm not telling because that would ruin the storyline. And I'm not going to give you everything. So, yeah, you guys are meeting up with Karuk. What do you want to do?
I'm
You guys mounting up?
Yep.
gonna kind of go in front of my mount and pet it, let it get my scent, and
Okay, make an animal
Fighting.
handling check. Since you've never ridden a mount before.
14.
Can you give me
It's-
my dice? Appreciate it.
Not the friendliest towards you. You're pretty sure it might have nipped off your finger if you were a little bit slower. Okay, but it lets you get on.
I'm sorry.
And you can feel that this is a powerful bird.
Okay.
It holds
Hey.
babies with taste.
Fee, I take it you're mounting up the skunk?
Yes.
Yeah, no problem. This new saddle, super comfortable. And there's straps that you can hold on to very easily. Okay, you could probably fall asleep on its back while it's moving without
So it
any
has
issue.
it has seatbelts?
To a point, it has like a very fine netting, almost like a cargo net over the cushions that you can easily clip into, tie into, or just hold on to.
They have. So like those train things like what would be in a horse's mouth. That would back to
It'd probably go
It has
around.
no mouth, no facial harness.
Okay, that's good. You can bite people.
Yeah.
Bite people. Well,
And he
Rachel
smells
Sarah.
like wildflowers.
He smells like wildflowers.
Sorry.
no,
He, okay.
Punk is a guy.
Okay.
Punk is male. We rolled
Fix
for
that in
it.
the character sheet, sorry.
He made him a female.
We even rolled for it, god damn it!
I asked if everything was right when I showed it to you this morning.
Yeah, Yeah, and then I got stuck on the picture.
It's your fault for sending me an almost done one.
Yeah, and then they said, wait, if you just wait a moment, I'll send you a new one.
I did. I waited 8 hours.
I said that to you earlier. Today.
You
Not
just
last
said
night.
that to me last night.
Where's his gender? It's his attack.
Alright, and you for the squirrel. Animal handling.
Would this be something I could use Bardic Inspiration for?
You could use your charisma bonus if you spend some time sweet talking the squirrel first.
If we're not appear to be in a rush, I can try to take my time with it. So would I get my animal handling and charisma? Or just charisma?
What's your animal handling?
3.
Yeah, you can add your charisma.
Okay. Yep. I also feed it a little bit of the rations.
Okay.
9.
It does not go low enough for you to get up on it. It's hunched up and it's kind of skittery.
Can I try again?
Yeah. By the way, what spell are you memorizing for today? You want to make sure you mark that and the 2 that you're memorizing for today.
2?
For him. And all the cantrips you get are free. But the level 1 spells, you have to choose which one are you memorizing for the day.
I'm gonna do detect magic.
Okay.
Healing word and identify.
Okay.
But I thought I could do already first level spells.
Yes.
Okay.
You had one first level spell.
Okay.
You could only memorize 1 per day at that level right now.
Oh, okay.
You could cast it twice.
Okay.
Because he's level 2 bard, he can memorize 2.
Okay.
And because of his warlock, he gets the warlock spells without memorization, because they're channeled abilities through his patron.
I didn't know that punk was a sort of jewelry. You put punk's
It's the
thing-
easiest spot to put it on your character sheet.
Yeah.
14.
It warms up enough to let you want it, but it's nowhere near as easy of a ride as the skunk.
Oh, it's a start.
It's not sure it likes you. You're different from its usual owner.
That's true. Well, we got time. We're traveling.
Make a history check.
$18.
You can remember watching how they train these animals, and most of it involves sharp stirrups and whips. Just to give you a slight
Did he learn to speak with animals?
what you're used to.
Did you learn to speak with animals?
I never had the training with the barmaid. But, that's not gonna help me. I'm not gonna hurt the creature. I'd walk first.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know that gives you a slight idea as to why this thing might not be as comfortable around you.
Because I'm not hurting it?
Because yeah.
Gotcha.
It's used to pain.
Or at least corporal punishment for everything. So, I don't have talk to animals, though.
Being forced into what it's doing.
Well,
Whereas mine is more trained.
yours is a trained mount, yeah.
Not.
Yours was trained by elves.
Yep.
It will do what it's told. It doesn't have to like you. It could always ditch you and run back home later. Alright, so you travel forth. Anybody keeping watch?
I am.
Okay. The frog and the salamander jump into the river, and they're swimming down the river because it's a lot easier for a salamander to swim than it is for it to walk. So do your first perception check.
15.
Okay.
Are we gonna run into flumps?
Flops?
Flumps.
I know what a flump is, and you're not going to run into one today.
Okay.
Today.
They're not bad creatures. They have a threat level of 0.
So they're just indigenous.
But they could kill your whole party.
But they could. But the threat level is 0.
Something that can kill your whole party never has a threat level of 0. That seems like a...
No, seriously, in the book it has a threat level of 0.
Yeah. Because it doesn't care about you. And at least it won't attack you. It might defend itself.
Yeah. Unless it's been feeding off too many negative emotions.
And they're kind of cute.
Yeah, in an ugly sort of way.
Yeah. But no. I commend you for looking through the Monster Handbook and finding weird stuff like that, though.
I find a lot of weird stuff on the internet.
On the internet?
Yeah, I'm not even going to go any further on that part of the conversation. So, after about an hour and a half of traveling, okay, it's gotten completely cold and dark. Okay, Garok has lit a torch, and you see him actually standing on the back of his salamander, riding it down the center of this river, just kind of back and forth, holding his arms out, torch up.
Surfing.
Can I follow like on the side of the river on Punk?
Yeah.
Because I don't think Punk can swim.
Yeah, the walkways are about 8 feet wide on each side.
Yeah, there's enough room for all of us in a single line.
Yeah. You can tell that this is usually... Well, you could tell when you got here that they often are barges that go up and down it, like for trading goods and stuff like that. But otherwise, it's vacant and pitch dark at this point. Okay, next.
But people with dark vision can see, right?
Yeah. Who's taking next watch?
I will.
I was still gonna keep a lookout. The character doesn't really know what else to do.
We're just traveling, so...
Never be too careful.
I was gonna say, then both you guys keep watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
That really matters.
Yeah.
I'm just traveling. I mean, if you guys want to keep watch, both of you can try.
Did we both roll? We did. No, I rolled a 9.
16.
So I have an 11 in total.
Same.
All right. If you're not keeping watch, what are you doing in this time? You like playing on music? You trying to bond with your...
I'm probably just trying to be nice to my mount.
All right, make an animal handling roll.
7.
I rolled a 1. Okay. So you actually win.
Okay.
Okay.
That's got enough.
It forgets that you're on its back.
Oh, okay.
That a good or bad?
I was gonna say that could be a horrible thing. Oh
Okay.
my god.
It follows direction. But it's acting as if you're not even on its back. Other than for the fact that if you pull it to one side, it goes to that side. To the other side, it goes to the other side. If you dig your heels in a little bit, it'll go a little bit quicker. If you pull back, it'll stop, just like you'd expect it to.
So it's acting like a fully trained mount?
But the way that it's walking is not trying to like hold its back steady in any way, shape, or form. So you're going like this, back and forth, and wobbling all over the place. Make a dexterity check.
15.
Yeah. It was super easy. I just wanted to make sure that you didn't roll a 1. Because then you'd splash.
Splash. Okay.
Alright. So not a comfortable ride.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's getting better. About 3-4 hours into the trek, you start noticing that far ahead of you there's a scurrying sound. In the distance.
Get a bit low on Punk. Can I like focus forward to see if I can like see anything? Or is it out of sight?
Make a perception roll.
11! Fuck!
The shadows seem to move further down.
Further down. down, so away from us.
Oh yeah, much further ahead of where you're heading.
Do I see?
Okay.
Because of my dark vision of 60 feet.
Make a perception roll.
Can I call it out to Gronk?
You haven't noticed.
Oh.
8.
No. You see less than she does. You heard the scurrying, but you can't see anything in the distance.
I'm gonna mention the scurrying to Grok.
Baroque, no. Hit the rats.
Ah, so no threat?
Not now. Gotta be big rats here.
Dire skunk versus dire rat.
God, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle bullshit!
So you continue onward towards it, right?
Yep.
And the noise is getting louder
Okay.
and steadily louder. And now you can hear that it's starting to come towards you. Garok puts out the torch, comes up onto the side where you guys are. I bet best not be in water. It's going to be messy. Make a perception check.
16.
16.
Two of you
6.
see what looks to be at least 24 glittering eyes that catch the little bits of light that are coming off of your infravision.
Okay.
Coming towards you.
Big, small.
Pretty large eyes.
Like Punk's size eyes, or
Maybe not quite as big as Punk's,
Punk can bite their heads off.
but short while later, you can see on the edges about 100 feet ahead of you, because I think that's like the longest your infravision really goes. Right?
Mine goes 60 feet.
Okay, so no, you still wouldn't pick it up.
Mine only was 60 feet.
And yours?
It is 30.
So at about 60 feet, you can see that these are giant rats. It looks to be about 24 of them. Charging towards you. Okay, and there's another, what looks to be a dozen swimming in the water, and another at least dozen or 24 on the other side of the river.
Yeah. With all the rat.
So you have 24 rats coming straight at you.
I'm gonna take a pound of wolf jerky and throw it on the other side.
Make a dex roll.
Can I go next?
Character sheet.
12.
Streak.
Is it 12?
12.
All right. It skitters half in the water, half on the other side of the river. And nothing else happens.
They don't go after food.
What are you doing? They're
Can I-
still 60 feet away from you.
Fair point.
So if I got this right, minor illusion is a cantrip.
Yeah.
And I could assist him on that too.
So if I casted 2 bonfires on either side of the gate,
That would be 2 illusions.
I can assist.
I call out to her and tell her my plan. My plan is that if we can get these things to think fire's out of the way, we could probably stop them or slow them down and make them afraid. Fire with just light and sound. You have minor illusion?
Yeah.
Okay. We might be able to have them all panic and flee before we even get involved. Possibly, but that's only a range of 30 feet. So, I mean, it's something we can do in a second as we're moving forward, but it's an idea. What are you thinking, Fee? What are your ideas?
I got like 4 bags of rations that would last 4 months. So like if it comes down to it, I'll sacrifice a bag of rations and just rip it up.
I'll be honest, I don't think that would work. These are rats.
They're charging at you.
Gasoline?
No.
On fire?
Actually, I might. What is firewater again?
It's basically moonshine. Extremely high test rocket fuel moonshine.
So, yeah. But I don't really know what to do with it.
You need to sacrifice your alcohol to Josiah.
Say that again?
We need to sacrifice your alcohol to Josiah.
You're telling a drunk to sacrifice the alcohol. He'll sacrifice you first.
I was just talking about using fake fire, and now you're talking using real fire.
She asked about the real fire.
We'll have food.
Oh, what are you guys doing?
We're still trying to figure that out.
They're now 40 feet away from you.
We have to speak with animals.
These are 24 charging rats. You wouldn't be able to talk to all of them nearly that much.
No, I'll speak to one and passes the message on. Food's over there.
They're charging.
Would Punk look like intimidating to them at all? I was gonna ask if I could have like Punk do like an intimidation check.
You know what? Punk has a better offensive weapon for an area of effect.
Yeah, but we'd have to go through it.
10-foot range, 8-foot side walls. Spray at least.
Foot.
That would actually reach over to the other side. What was the thought?
We could spray them and then just go for it, just run through it with our eyes closed.
We'd still not all of us or our mounts would make the con save, and we'd be torn apart by rats. So I mean, we can do illusionary fire. We can
30 feet.
Well, any ideas? Because I don't have any, unless we just want to stop fighting off rats.
Wanna roll for initiative?
14.
8.
8.
14.
Okay, I'll allow you one more round before I take a turn. They're at 30-foot mark. What are you guys doing?
I don't think.
My illusion doesn't have doesn't have smells, right? It's only just
Nature's
sight and...
It's on your spell thing.
with
Sound.
Heavy?
With Nature's Bounty, it says I last 10 minutes I can gain speak with plants and animals. So if I could like do that and like tell them to like avoid us, would that work?
Sure.
Okay.
So you're activating Nature's Bounty?
Yeah, I mean it's like a 30-foot range, so if they're like 40,
Well, Nature's Bounty just allows you to communicate openly with plants and animals, along with the other bonuses that it gives you.
oh yeah, I could sense natural living things 30 feet away. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, could I like try to like tell them to like?
Hey, Sky, while you're out there, you want to do me a huge favor? Can you fetch a bottle of soda from my trunk?
Yeah, the Coke.
Yes, please. I forgot to bring one in. So yeah, you could. And what do you want to call out to him?
We don't want to get crushed. Get out of our way. So.
All right, make an intimidation roll.
Oh God.
Can I prep bardic inspiration?
Yeah, no, that's a 6. So.
You'd have to say it before she rolled, and she had already tossed the dice when you said it.
Yep. I tried.
Mm-hmm. So it just comes out like this chittering, and like
Okay.
not even.
About a dozen of them jump off into the water,
Mm-hmm.
over towards the other side of the river, and keep on running. What are you doing? Are you going to try the illusion?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. First time casting a spell ever. So I mean, Do I have to take like a disadvantage to it or something?
No.
I've never casted it before.
No, it's what's the DC on it? I believe I get a wisdom save, right?
Intelligence check against your spell save.
Okay, what's your spell save?
Getting that right now. 14.
I rolled a 16. The first one. Okay, another one jumps in the water. Another one jumps in the water. Another one jumps in the water. Yes, please. Jeez, another one jumps in the water. Another one jumps in the water. That one crit succeeds.
Oh, fuck.
Another one jumps in the water. Another one jumps in the water. That one succeeds. That one succeeds. That one jumps in the water. That one succeeds.
Did an intimidation.
So,
and said they don't want to
between the
get
two
pushed
of
out
you,
the way.
you've brought 24 giant rats down to 4. What are you doing?
Minor illusion is only sound, what I've read.
No, sound and sight. I checked it. You can create a sound and or image. Or an image. But that's the 2 options.
Okay.
So I created a big blazing fire in front of them, and most jumped.
Most failed the saving throw. So there's 4.
I mean, you could probably cast like a giant wolf or something, and then I best might run if they fail their DC save. I mean, I really don't want to go through my moonshine, I'm not going to lie, so if we can avoid using real fire, I appreciate it. I know I have 5 torches.
Big cat.
Well, then do
Like
it.
a lion that's roaring at them.
It's your spell.
With my minor illusion cantrip, I'm gonna make the image of a lion roaring at them.
Alright, what's your spell save? Spell DC save?
Uh, 14. Plus my, is it wisdom?
No plus
Oh
one.
no,
Okay.
DC save.
Yeah, 14.
Well, 2 of them jump to the side and into the water. One of them goes barreling straight through it. And now it's my turn.
Oh, fuck.
And attacks you. Yeah, 5 is going to be a brutal miss.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one runs through and attacks the other one that it sees, which is the skunk. Which it just bounces harmlessly off the skunk's nose. So, Sky, your turn. And on your turn, you can also try to prompt your mount for an attack too if you want. But since you don't have animal barding or any of that, it's going to be a disadvantage.
I'm gonna summon my red bow.
Okay.
Sacrifice 1 hit point. Just end the rat.
Okay, make an attack roll. With advantage.
Advantage or disadvantage?
Advantage. Because of how your bow works, right?
Five.
That misses.
It's either the 5 or the 1. So
Thank God that was advantage.
With the 1, you would have taken your own damage. Alright, so that's your move. B
can I?
and Sam, you guys are up simultaneous. What are you guys doing?
One of them is now in front of Punk, right?
Yep.
Can I try to convince Punk to stomp on it?
You gonna try and push him to attack it?
Yes.
Make an animal handling check.
Can I use my crossbow to go after the line of sight on the other rat? Not the one she's
You
The dirty 20.
line of sight on both the rats that are attacking, plus all the ones in the water and the ones on the other side.
Those don't seem to be messing with us, though, right?
Alright, roll damage for the bite attack. No.
Okay.
In fact, they're heading straight past you in a frenzy.
Alright. I'm gonna use my crossbow one when she's done.
Roll to attack.
Bite, attack, bite, D10.
14?
No.
That's a hit.
Yes.
Roll damage.
10.
Are you attacking the one in front of Fee or the one in front of Sky?
The one in front of the sky.
Front of Sky? Alright, so Fee rolled a what?
10.
10 plus his strength.
His strength? Okay, 14.
How do you want to do this?
Bite its head off.
Okay, the skunk rips the rat's head off and begins to eat it.
There we go.
Good punk.
So much for one of them.
Crouching behind his ears.
So, what was your damage?
4.
4? Okay. It plunks right into its side. It definitely looks damaged, but no killing shot. And now, Grok pulls out his staff. Yep. Does a maneuver where he swings his staff upwards, flinging the rat up in the air, and then impales it on his staff, on the spearhead,
Nice.
killing it. He tried to do another swing to hit it upwards, but missed that one. So, the other rats go rushing by you.
Okay.
In an incredible hurry.
I'm gonna roll a perception check.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll perception. You said incredible hurry, like they weren't worried about us.
No, you were in their way.
What the hell were they running from if we were in the way?
12.
17.
17.
You can't see or sense anything further down. Grok starts skinning the rats and butchering them.
Even the one with the missing head?
Yeah, he's not very skilled at it. They're messy pelts.
Can I go down and help bet them too, or is that like...
You want to try and get the other one before he does?
Yep.
Okay. Make your leatherworking check.
What do I add to my leather working? Because
I think we've been doing performance or medicine.
I think it was medicine. It's either that or survival, I don't know.
Yeah, survival.
Okay, so that's 14.
These are kind of not the best quality pelts to begin with. It doesn't come off all that easy, but you get about as good of a quality one as he did.
I hand it off to him.
Roll. Stuffs it in his bag and starts heading further down.
I follow.
I walk next to Punk. Because I had to start off Punk in order to get to that. So.
Alright, so who's keeping watch?
I'll keep watch.
Alright, think, you can assist him. Perception?
21. I rolled 19 plus my 2.
14.
Okay.
Seem to be rolling the same numbers.
I don't know.
Hey, maybe it's good luck. You notice a couple large pythons swim up the river quite quickly past you,
Oh.
and a few other shadows. You guys, the two of you notice at one point a few bats go flying past you towards where you came in from, or try and go towards where you came in from, away from where you're heading.
I get back on Punk because I assume the pythons. I do not go through pythons, so
You didn't see him.
I didn't. Oh
I wanna look at.
Oh, can I still
Girl.
get back on Punk?
I didn't know you got off of him.
I had to in order to pick up.
Oh yeah. I just figured you automatically got right back on him.
I thought I had to announce it. So
I look at Grok and I was like, is it normal for this many animals in this tunnel?
No.
Would there be any reason why there would be this many animals in this tunnel?
Well, I don't know.
Can I roll a nature check?
Sure. And what are you trying to use your nature check to figure out?
What's wrong with these animals? Why do they look like they're running?
Okay. They look like they're running away from something.
I mean,
I think all of you have come to that realization already.
your best bet would be what are the big creatures of a swamp as far as you might have read in your books or something. Like, that might be something you could ask, but what big creatures would be around this territory and terrain? Maybe there's something in a book you might have read. I'm not speaking for you, I'm just saying a suggestion.
Honestly, that's a good idea. This is better than what I had. But yeah, can I roll a wisdom check to see if there would be any creatures?
That would be a nature or history check.
Okay, I'll do history. It's better. 7.
There are some large creatures that quite a few others are afraid of in these swamps. Everything from swamp dragons, giant snapping turtles, poisonous snakes, basilisks. There's stuff like will-o'-the-wisps that you've heard legends of, trolls that have gone feral, Attins apparently, and all kinds of other weird swamp creatures, living plants that can swallow you whole,
Shambling mount.
and things that will suck you underwater and devour you.
I thought that trolls were already feral.
No, because there are some trolls that you were friends with before back in Foxfield.
Well, yeah.
Are there any like passive creatures passing us?
No, they're all in very much of a hurry.
No. By passive, I mean if I use speak with animals, they wouldn't attack me.
All you've noticed are the types of creatures I've told you so far.
And they're all moving, so I mean, it's easy to speak with animals if you have a stationary target, but a moving python, you wouldn't have time to do. No.
Can you speak with animals with my mount?
Sure.
Hi. Curious question. Do you know what they're running from?
No. You're heavy.
I'm sorry.
I'm bored.
Want a piece of meat, wolf jerky?
Meat's good.
I'm gonna kind of reach in my bag, pull out a piece of wolf jerky, give it to him.
Just like
Not bad.
lean over and give it to him.
Well, she's got long arms.
Yeah.
Not bad. You're heavy. You ride weird. Sit slightly forward more.
I'm gonna sit slightly forward more.
You notice that as soon as you do, his entire gait changes, and it's a much more comfortable ride.
Any other tips you were comfortable with sharing?
No need kick.
You might want to tell him that, like, this is the first time riding.
Meat
something.
Meat good.
This place stinks.
Alright. Thank you.
Okay.
Gave me information.
Alright, Grog stops for a while, makes a slight camp, makes lunch. Asks you guys need rest.
I'm good.
Okay.
I think we're all set.
Alright, well, I actually want to take a slight break here because I desperately need a drink. I'm getting super dry, it's hard to talk. So I know it's a bit early for a break usually, but
Oh, it's
Not
not
really.
bad.
It's like close to the hour mark.
yeah. So I will take a break here. We'll be back. If you're enjoying the show, like, subscribe. I know this part's kind of boring, but I promise it'll hopefully get better. See you soon.